Hey Oprah, good morning. How are you, darling? You looking very good. How do you think the election went?
Not talking about the election. Thank you very much.
Oh, is it?
A lot of money left over. What a contrast.
I thought that was perfect. I mean, it was just chef's kiss. I mean, $1 billion blown through all of it. And I think as Cheryl was saying, I mean, these small dollar donors who don't have much, who gave something to the campaign, and you have Oprah, a billionaire, saying, you donate to the, chip in $5, $10, telling them to give the little that they had to the campaign. And Oprah's turning around, making $1 million check off the campaign. I mean, that is a scandal. And I think a lot, especially young people, are realizing this was a farce. Like your favorite influencer, your favorite celebrity who came out in support of Kamala Harris, they were all getting paid off, right? I mean, this was not, they didn't do it out of the kindness of their heart. They didn't do it for free.
So I was really curious to see, did any of those celebrities, I mean, Beyonce, $10 million. Did she vote for Kamala Harris?
Right.
I mean, and for one, just Megan Thee Stallion got, what, $5 million?
Yes, this is viral on social media. According to this article, Kamala Harris paid Oprah $1 million during her failed presidential bid as part of her $1 billion campaign spending spree. I don't know, Oprah is being confronted by TMZ, and her response tells you everything you need to know. I don't know if you've seen that clip. According to this video recently posted by TMZ, Oprah is shutting down claims she was paid $1 million to host a town hall on behalf of Kamala Harris' presidential campaign, with a talk show legend declaring it all BS. Okay, Oprah, after massive backlash, is now responding to this. It is important I show you this video, but I don't still believe her. Where is this news coming from? Because I've seen this on reliable articles everywhere.
Hey Oprah, good morning. How are you, darling? You looking very good. How do you think the election went?
Not talking about the election. Thank you very much.
Oh, is it true that they paid you $1 million for the endorsement for Kamala?
Not true.
Not true, okay.
I was paid nothing, ever.
What do you think about all the celebrities with their mass exodus?
I'm not talking about
Do you think Prince Harry's gonna lose his visa now that Trump's president? Thank you, Oprah.
Yes, Oprah is still struggling to deny this. I have read about 10 different articles saying the same thing. So Oprah is struggling to tell us that they all lied. What exactly is she talking about? This guy is not happy.
We have no legislative power, we have no executive power, we have no judicial power. So when you're out of power, you're an opposition party. And go and tell all of the people that are sending you and asking you for money, justify what you did, justify what you did wrong, and tell us what you're going to do different. Because what you've done ain't worth a shit. Get your head around that. And all of the Washington-based Democrats farting around, going to wine and cheese parties and talking about how misogynistic race, get your ass out of Washington and go work on a 2026 campaign and do penance to make up for your goddamn arrogance and stupidity. Well, we're going to say, we told you so. We told you this identity shit was disaster. We told you to get out in front of public safety issues. You didn't. We told you to have an open process and demonstrate the magnificent and staggering and deep talent that exists in the modern Democratic Party. You didn't. We told you to differentiate yourself from Biden. You didn't. I hate to be some fucking know-it-all, but all of these things are part of the record.
Yes, Oprah is struggling to deny that she was not paid. According to the article I read, it shows that they gave Oprah $1 million to set up where their town hall took place. So I don't get the point why she is refusing to respond to further questions pertaining to this. Not only her, there was this Daddy podcast, Kamala was to her, they had to change the location. They paid that lady flight to another location, I think in the hotel, just to set up that place was $1 million. So you can understand how these people spend that money. It was crazy. Just to move to this area was difficult for Kamala Harris to do. So they had to spend their money setting up fake studios. Crazy. Oprah refusing here, to me, I don't want to say she's lying. She should just say, I was being paid to set up a studio, not for anything. That is what Oprah should say. But from all indications, she's just refuting everything, extremely concerned.
To make real change. He's got to not attack the left and not attack everybody. Let them all talk their but unite. Now it's time to unite everybody.
There are a lot of skeptics out there who don't think President Trump is going to be about unity. What do you say to Joe Rogan's point?
I think what Joe Rogan is saying is absolutely correct. And Donald Trump's going to be focused on those things. Look at the announcements he's already made. One of the key things is he wants to support a constitutional amendment to bring congressional term limits. That is something that overwhelmingly the American people have supported for a very long time. Look at what's happening already across the globe. Qatar wants Hamas out of Doha. You have the Chinese are signaling they want peaceful relations. You have the Russians and the Ukrainians now saying they're open to talking. The European Union wants to buy liquid natural gas from the United States. This caravan that was building below our southern border is now starting to break up because they know Donald Trump's going to be the next president of the United States, and we are not going to tolerate more illegal immigration. Those are the things that unite the American people. If you have talking heads on the left who still want to go down the line of their conspiracy theories, let them. Donald Trump's going to be focused on the American people.
Well, one of the places that he made up a lot of ground with was black voters, black male voters in particular. And I know that you hosted events specifically to have conversations with them. What did you hear at those events that gives you an understanding of why there was that shift in the electorate?
I heard the same thing talking to black men that I heard talking to anybody across our country. How are we going to get ahead and make more money, be able to pass something on to our children? How are we going to secure this southern border? It's not fair that you have illegals coming in, getting gas cards, getting hotel stays and all the like. That's not right.
This is the greatest Democrat nightmare at this point. People who wrong Trump or struggle to persecute him are panicking. They are not even sleeping. Some are thinking to flee the country just because of that. If you are not guilty, you will not think like that. It is because you know you did something, and if the person decide to do the same thing to you, it will not be okay. I just pray that Trump should be able to look into his heart and forgive all these people. Yeah, and don't even do anything to them. But for those that actually did, they should face justice. Don't liberals and say, oh, Trump want to revenge. That is crazy. Any small slight thing or Trump struggling to take up actions against someone doing a wrong thing, liberals will tempt it revenge.
Nothing would do more damage to Kamala's campaign than going on Joe Rogan because she'd run out of non sequiturs after about 45 minutes. Yeah. That President Trump and soon-to-be Vice President Vance went on lengthy podcasts.
Yes.
I think this makes it, like this really makes a difference because people look at like Joe Rogan's podcast, which is great, and Lex Friedman's and the All In podcast, and to a reasonable-minded, smart person who's not like hardcore one way or the other, they just listen to someone talk for a few hours, and that's how they decide whether you're a good person, whether they like you, and